This was Ayn Rand's answer to a question following her lecture, America's Persecuted Minority, Big Business. Should government protect patents and copyrights?
What is the role of government in patents and copyrights? Here the government merely acts as a witness who registers the time when an inventor has produced an invention or a writer has written a book, and therefore protects that inventor's or writer's right to the exclusive use of his own product, of his own idea. In the issue of patents and copyrights, what is really involved? It is the right of the inventor to use his invention socially, to use it in trade, and at the same time to protect his right in it, and to prevent anyone from making use of his intellectual property without his consent. Therefore, the government's role here is not to control the individual inventor, but to protect that inventor from any forcible violation of his rights by other men with whom he deals. Forcible in the sense of someone copying his invention, stealing it, and using it without his consent, thus undercutting his own way of earning his living by the result of his own mental effort. The government does not force anyone to take out a patent or a copyright. If a man wants to give away his invention or his book, he is free to do so. It is up to him to decide whether he wants to use it exclusively and wants to be protected, or if for any reason he wants to give it away, the government will not force him to patent it. Therefore, it is his choice. When he wants protection and asks for it, the government merely acts as the protector of his property in exactly the same way as the government protects physical property. If someone were to steal a piece of jewelry, it is the policeman's job to try to apprehend the thief and return the property. Exactly the same principle applies in intellectual issues, particularly since we must remember that the mind is the source of any form of material production and material wealth. You cannot protect material property rights without protecting the rights of a man to the result of the work of his own mind. Therefore, the right to protect your own invention by patents or copyrights is certainly a basic, inalienable property right, and it is quite proper of the government to protect it from unauthorized infringement or stealing. This, however, is not a control. The government properly does not have the right to tell a man how to use his patent or his copyright. All the government can do is stop those who attempt to infringe this patent or copyright and to use it without the owner's consent. So here the government's function is strictly protective and comes strictly within a proper government's moral function.